Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just How I'm playing Dark Souls 3 The Weapon Players. Last episode we did, we finished off the Undead Settlement by defeating the Curse of the Greatwood, also defeating the demon, and we also made it to this first bonfire over here in the Road of Sacrifices. We also got Cornix, we got the Red Eye Orb for Leonard's questline, because I have to go and do Leonard's questline to get the Crescent Moonsickle, which is apparently a curved sword. Yeah, it's labeled as a curved sword. Curved sword. It's amazing. I love it. Skyrim is filled with so many good names. One of my favorite things from Skyrim is still like the... when you go to a blacksmith in Skyrim, and some of them, like once you start showing the money, kind of, they start yelling like, "God be praised!" I love that. Especially when they're like really... when they're really sassy towards you, and then you say like, "Hey, I want to buy some stuff," and they're like, "God be praised!" You have the guards, which like with the arrow in knee and... did someone steal your sweet roll? Or steal your sweet roll? Skyrim has been played to bits though, like, has been let's played and made videos of like, by so many people. I was thinking about maybe doing one of those myself one day, but that's a really big project which I'm not really sure if I want to jump into quite yet. I was thinking about maybe doing that stuff later on, because right now I have like the big project, quote unquote big project. Well, actually it's a pretty freaking big project to be quite honest. The big project of right now is definitely Breath of the Wild 100%. I'm still doing that. Like, that has been a thing I started in the summer, and it's almost the summer in the next year. So I started in summer 2020, and I'm not even halfway, and it's already spring of 2021. The thing is, it's just like that is something that I said about that playthrough when I started it, or at least to myself. I was gonna make that playthrough something that was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go through the game. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go into a session, and once I feel like I've done enough for this game, or I want to do something else, I'll just go and switch to something else, and just keep coming back to it. It was gonna be like a background project for most of the time. Might be a moment where I decide to be like, okay, let's go and actually fully focus myself on doing Breath of the Wild 100%. But not for now. I'll go and... I was thinking about maybe finishing my Dark Souls playthroughs before I do that. I don't know quite yet. I'll have to see if I'm still in the mood to play Dark Souls 3 after this playthrough. If I am, I will definitely do another playthrough. Otherwise, I'll just go and leave it for now. And then I will come back after I am done with my next project. Which can be all kinds of different things. Like, for instance, Breath of the Wild. Like, I could continue playing Breath of the Wild for a bit. It's kind of crazy how these guys don't kill the little freaking poison dudes over here. I don't have anything to heal that with, so I'm now stuck with poison. Nice. This is normally where you can find your sellsword armor and the sellsword twin blades. I'm gonna go and grab them just because I feel like it. Now I think I'm probably gonna get invaded in this area, as I usually do. This area is very invasion... well, not very invasion heavy, but usually I get invaded in this area, I would say. Alright, buddy, get over here. I don't want to fight people on stairs, because then backstabs don't work properly. And parries also, but... I don't really think I can parry this guy. I know that I can parry Giltra Greatswords, but I'm not sure if you can parry a Black Knight wielding one. There's only, like, you can only parry the, like, normal one-handed attack from these weapons. When you're fighting somebody in PvP in any case. Could also be that you cannot parry it from the Black Knight's weaponry. I have no idea. Haven't tested it out quite yet. Come on, buddy. Give me a gap so I can stab you in the arse. And then a slash. So, we have... What's her name again? We have Yellowfinger Hazel. Who is a person that is gonna screw me over, probably. Boy, crab. I feel like I'm gonna get invaded. I guess we'll see in a moment. This is not looking amazing. The damage that I'm doing. The thing is, I'm also really used to big weapons right now, I feel. Because I've been doing a lot of big weapon playthroughs. Either big or relatively big weapons, like the bigger medium weapons and all that jazz. Are you gonna... Yep, he's just gonna stand there and die. Which I do not mind at all. I'm gonna avoid that swamp and see if Yellowfinger Hazel still spawns. Because I think Yellowfinger Hazel only attacks when I go to that little swamp area. Nope. There she is. Fucking bitch. Yeah, how about you go and... jump down. Let's go and wait for your friend to do the same. Oh boy, I almost fell down. I almost ran out of stamina, and when you run out of stamina, then you fall down and die. Alright, great club, excellent great sword. The best weapon in the game. I still think that to this day. It is very early to get. It is really good. The Exile Greatsword is just the best. In my opinion, it's the best weapon for Dark Souls 3. Does a lot of damage, has a pretty good moveset. It's easy to obtain. The only thing you need to spend stats in are strength. And you basically win the game. At that point. Oh, hello. I was wondering where you were. Because I heard the sound of your phantom footsteps. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, are you? Can I parry you? Well, you have a hammer weapon, but it should be possible, right? Oh boy. Maybe I shouldn't try to parry this guy. Or this girl, really. It's a woman. FYI. For the people that didn't know that. Come on. It is a magical girl with a thing covering her head. Because I guess she's probably kind of ugly. Oh boy. Can I even parry that? I would think so. Like it's not a really big weapon, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't know why I wouldn't be able to parry it. It just has an interesting timing going for it. Well, are you gonna heal again? You're gonna try to, yes. Ah, you for the love of fucking. I don't care. You're dead. Goodbye. I'm gonna get the hazel. We get the hazel pick and another thing. Well, I slide down and it's really funny. Like I seem to have something with control sticks getting stuck after a while when I use a controller. So all of the controllers that I've had up until this point have had this happen to them. With the Logitech controls which I had before, I now have it like I had it with the left stick would get stuck. And it's like, well, not particularly stuck, but it would get stuck at it. Like it wouldn't go back to its base position, basically. And now with my Xbox controller, it's not a real Xbox controller, it's a fake Xbox controller with like a USB cable and all that. It also doesn't work wirelessly, which I don't care about because I don't like wireless stuff. And yeah, right now the right stick has the issue, so my camera stick has It's not particularly a big issue. It doesn't get stuck really hard, but like only a little bit, which makes it so that my camera tilts like a tiny amount, which you've probably noticed every now and then happening. Okay. I don't like doing this. The thing is, most of my damage is going to come from... I think most of my damage is going to come from other sources, from upgrading my weapon at this point. So I think I'm going to go and just put my points into intelligence for the moment, and faith. So I have the intelligence and faith that I need. And then I'll start focusing points into all the rest. There we go. Do I have more Titanite shards? No. Still, oh no wait, I can go and infuse this weapon with sharp. I think I'm gonna do that because there's gonna be more sharp gems available. At least, I think so. I did not want to talk to you, but sure. Infuse weapon. I need some souls. An A rank, that's pretty cool. This one also like 40, and this one has 51 right now, but it's also upgraded, like +2, so. Let me go and just use all these. Use all these as he proceeds to not press the correct buttons. Right. I was about to say like, huh? No, I needed to do this. Infuse with a heavy gem. No, sharp gem. This weapon is in general just good, so it's I don't think it's ever gonna hurt me to upgrade this weapon. And the weapons that I'm really interested in using are they are boss weapons anyway, so let's go and put all that stuff away and continue going. Because, my friends, it is time to go and deal with some part of Fair and Keep. I should normally get some Titanite swords over here, which should allow me to go and upgrade my weapon to the next level. I need 3 Titanite sharks. 3 Titanite sharks! No, sharks. And I also get some Titanite, sorry, some Estus healing. Estus healing, yes, you know, Estus upgrading materials. In the form of Estus shards and the other thing, the undead bone shard. Not Sublime bonus, because that is the stuff from Dark Souls 2. So, this particular Grue over here is using a rotten Grue curved sword. So that specific enemy type is also an enemy type I'm gonna have to fight to get another weapon. I'm so done with farming Grues though. But at least this time it's for a weapon and not for the Wolfblood Swordgrass. Wolfblood Swordgrass is the worst. It is... I don't care what anybody says. It's... well... I wouldn't say that. Because there's a lot of Grues around here. I wouldn't really say that. One of the worst... and they're also pretty easy to fight once you're a little bit more powerful. I would say that the worst Covenant item to grind are... well, all of them are bad, really. Actually, yes. Just in general, Covenant item grinding sucks. Because the human dregs are actually relatively easy to farm. If you don't level yourself up and you keep... like, once you reach the point where you can get that Covenant, then you just keep yourself at that level and kill all the people that are going through that level. So that is relatively easy. Like, if you get summoned, it's relatively easy to get a token. And while you're waiting to get summoned, you can go and fight deacons with, like, Sign of Avarice or whatever. And, like, a lot of item discovery to go and have a lucky drop of human dregs from those. Then you have the blue sentinel stuff, which you are almost never gonna get ears from, I think. I've never really had a lot of luck with that Covenant. So the thing you should do is, well, the thing is you find a couple of them in the world, but the thing you then have to do is farm the Silver Knights, which in my opinion is not too bad of a thing because you get a sizable amount of souls from those enemies, and you also get a lot of Titanite from those. So if you're willing to farm stuff for weapons, it's actually not too bad. But it's still very annoying, and I would not recommend doing it. Dark Moon Blade is not worth it. I would say the Dark Moon Seance Ring, if you want to use spells and don't want to have attunement, then that ring is really good, because that ring is the only ring I think in the game that gives you 2 extra attunement slots instead of only 1. But you do have to get like 10 Proof of a Concord Cap. And the Wolfblood Swordgrass is from these enemies. There are a lot of enemies, and once you've reached the end of the game, they're freaking toast, so they're easy. And then you have this, the Warriors of Sunlight, which is, yeah. That one is an issue. If you want to get those sunlight things, first and foremost, I think the reward you get is Great Sunlight, Great Lightning Spear, which is fine if you're using Miracle build, but otherwise kind of useless. And then you also have, the other drop was, I think, the other Miracle that gives you a buff. Sacred Oath, there we go. That's the other thing that you get from that. And yeah, you have to fight Lothric Knights for it. It's not too difficult to farm in Lothric Castle. And I think you can also get it by doing PvP. I don't remember the specifics about it anymore, but you can get it by doing PvP. Which then isn't too difficult, as long as you can do PvP, of course. And then you have the Rosaria people. Rosaria people. Let me remember though, because for Rosaria you need Pale Tongues, which you can get from doing PvP. Just being an invader, invading people, killing people, you get Pale Tongues for those and you win. And you can also farm Dark Graves for it, which is kind of annoying, because Dark Graves are, even at the end of the game, they're still pretty dang annoying to fight. What else is there to say? There's also, what was the other covenant? I don't remember the name of the covenant, but it's the one with the shackle thing. The one that you get by climbing into a dude's, like into one of those dudes in the Undead Settlement's cage. What is it called again? I do not remember for the life of me. Nope, I don't remember it. We get a Pyromancy and a Katana for it. The Katana's pretty cool. And grinding those, I think grinding those items, you need to be summoned yourself, I seem to remember. You need to be summoned by either a player, or by a normal player, or somebody who wants to do PvP. I think you have to either do co-op, no wait, you have to do co-op, but you have to either kill invaders with the dude that you're doing co-op with, or you need to be summoned with a, what's it called again, with a red summon sign, and then you need to kill the host. And that's how you get that stuff. And I think that's all the covenants. Well, yeah, except for Spears of the Church, but the only thing you get for Spears of the Church is an extra consumable item which gives you more attacks, like more special attacks, when you are doing the Spears of the Church. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's not like you get any cool weapons or whatever. And even still, like, I'm happy that I don't, like, that they don't make you, that they don't hide covenants behind that. I'm sorry, that they don't hide weapons behind that, because that would be so shitty, man. I don't like the Spears of the Church too much. And it would also be an annoying covenant to... I wonder if you can even get the covenant items. You probably can. You can probably farm them from some kind of an enemy in the Ringed City, but once again, at that point you're in the Ringed City, and that is basically the place filled with the strongest enemies in the game. So that also probably wouldn't be that good of an idea. To have to farm enemies in there. Even though you do of course get a lot of souls and some upgrade materials probably. That's a heavy gem. I keep forgetting which ones are heavy gems and which ones are sharp gems. Let me go and kill you. Ah. So nice. They're useful. They are useful. Let's get back to the shrine. And upgrade my weapon. I actually really enjoyed the Katana playthrough. A lot more than I expected I would. And I totally didn't enjoy the Spear playthrough. Great axes were fun. I am missing one Titanite shard, but I should be able to buy it now. Methinks.
Oh, it would.
And nice. Is there anything else you sell right now? You sell the leather stuff, which in my opinion is the best looking female armor. And that's it.
Ashen one.
What is it? Hello. Hello, friend. Right, so then we can do this. Get a load of this. All the damage I'm doing right now, which is 197. And it's gonna be the same for when I two-hand it. It's just gonna change the moveset. Speak thine heart's desire. 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 I think I'm gonna increase my stamina for a bit. And that, my friends, is gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Just I was playing Dark Souls 3, the weapon playthroughs, and next episode we're gonna go and... I didn't upgrade my SS. Next episode we're gonna go and deal with... something. Something. We are gonna go and deal with the Crystal Sage and maybe a little bit of the Cathedral of the Deep. There we go. Goodbye.